Losers of the trade deadline. We have not gotten into the losers of the trade deadline. Hawks on 3. Hawks on me. 1, 2, 3. Atlanta
Hawks.
came out and said DeJounte Murray, we're done taking calls.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Go ahead.
And I would like to share the sympathy with Chicago, but they've got some other stuff going on. Let me tell you something. The NBA, there's too much talent. There's too much going on a day-to-day basis. People are getting better. There's too much change, and there's too many people for people to be sitting on their hands in this league. If you are a GM that is sitting on your hands, you shouldn't be fired. You should be put in a catapult and flung out of the building. Okay? You should be launched into oblivion because there are so many opportunities for you to get guys to play for your team that have potential. Y'all told me this was the most talented team or the most talented era. Yet you find a way to get ass every single time. Okay? I should call you my wingman. You get more ass than me. I'm not with anything that either of those organizations are doing, especially like I mentioned earlier. I'm seeing teams come in and I'm seeing them hire people in 2 years, 3 years. Dolan was regarded as a terrible, terrible owner. He said for 3 years, they told him, hey, for 3 years, Dolan, let's just let us rock. He said, okay. And then 3 years later, they bought Dolan a championship team. Come on, dog. You can't sit on your hands no more.
Yeah, biggest losers to me are the teams that didn't make moves, especially because these teams should have made moves, either to rebuild or to even double. Like I would have rather seen them try to win with the squad that they had, even though it probably wasn't going to amount to anything. But yeah, the Hawks, the Bulls. I'm blanking on names around the Lakers are in that conversation. What'd you say?
That Alex Caruso stuff with Chicago was crazy.
Yeah.
29.
I'm blanking on another name, dog.
Unless I'm over his age by like a couple years. 29 old Caruso being untouchable is insane. I'm gonna lie. Not even like you take Chad.
Warriors.
He don't have to go to the Lakers. Yeah, right. Golden State. That's a good one. He doesn't have to go to the Lakers. Let me be clear. But goddamn, no Caruso for nobody is insane behavior. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be a hypocrite here. Because while I'm all for getting the right people out of your franchise and starting anew in Charlotte, not gonna lie, I wanted to see Washington do that, and they didn't do it. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see Washington kind of be like, yo, some of you guys can go. I know a lot of people think Denny should be untouchable. That's fine. I'm not gonna lie, you just have Jordan Poole there for Zibes. And I'm gonna be honest, the stock ain't going up. Just let it go, bro. Just let it go, bro. I wish, maybe it's because I'm from the area. I just wish they did more. I'm not going to say they're capital L losers, but my lowercase loser is going to be the Wizards. They could have done a lot more than just getting a first round pick.
Y'all should watch Kenny's rant on the Bulls, bro. All-time rant.
Yeah.
Not mad at it. They are definitely the capital losers to me, even above a team like the Lakers. At least the Lakers, we've all discussed, they have the roster. The Bulls, you're already losing games. You know this roster, this core is pretty much chopped. You really knew that a couple of years ago. You tried to gaslight people and drag it along. So despite the fact that you knew time has passed, it's an aging roster, it's a bad roster. And then when you come, like, literally, it's a bad aging roster, and you just do nothing. And then you go out the way to tell people, oh, yeah, you can't get X, Y, and Z. That's the exclamation point to like literally let people know, yo, we have assets. We're getting phone calls. We're telling them no. All right.
I got a question after Damo goes. Well, go ahead.
You're muted.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, question for y'all with all these front office conversations we're talking about. Top 3 worst ran organizations in the league.
I think I still got to put Washington in there. Chicago, you can't ignore anymore. And I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what I missed. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go.
Was it the Luka dime? I seen
this nigga is crazy.
Is it that crazy? Is it that crazy?
This white boy is crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that.
Hold on, my bad. I don't mean to. I don't mean.
Nah, you good? It's Luka.
You lined it
I'll
up.
ask it again for the clip. Don't worry.
You lined it up crazy. This white nigga is crazy.
Charlie Brown getting some early minutes here. Taj Gibson on the
floor. Oh my
what
lord!
What the fuck?
Yo,
Oh my god.
I hate his little.
Oh my
Yo.
god.
Yeah. And when I say that's the greatest player I've ever seen, y'all tell me he
You can't even do
gotta
that shit in 2K. How you pull that move off in 2K?
When I looked at
What?
Patrick Mahomes, ladies and gentlemen, I said, "Oh, that's the boat." It's just a matter when he gets the rings and he's goat.
Good
Here
thing
we
I'm a
go.
Mavs fan now, because that
Stop.
shit is no. Okay. My bad. Start it over.
Nah,
That
what was I saying? Oh yeah,
All right, hold
bottom
on.
three.
It's for the clip. It's for the
Yeah,
clip.
go ahead,
All
go
right.
ahead. Reload.
Who are y'all top 3 worst ranked teams in the league?
Bias, trias, deny us. I gotta put Washington down there, but I don't even think that's a bad take. I'm gonna go ahead and as well chunk in the I'm gonna go ahead and chunk the Blazers in. They have the history of with the star player. They're showing me they ain't doing anything without the star player necessarily. You just got a lot of guards on the team. Don't know what you're doing. And then I think my third team, this is where it gets interesting here. I may say a team. Oh, wait, no, I'm tripping. Chicago. Gotta put Chicago in there.
Yeah. Damo, go ahead.
I would definitely say Chicago. I have to agree. Chicago's up there. I'm still going to say Charlotte. Charlotte is still up there for me. I know they made moves that we can deem positive today. Still shitty. And then Washington. I don't even know what the point was to get Jordan Poole down there. Y'all ain't even letting this man be himself. Well, I ain't gonna lie, he can't be himself. I don't get it. It's like a double
Shooting 5
negative.
shots a night now. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, bro.
Oh,
Them
is he?
niggas jump-
Yes,
Yeah.
he only had like 6
That's
shots
not-
the other night, bro.
Yeah.
You know the quote, if I go
I was
0 for
watching the
5,
game with the
I'd rather finish 0 for 35 than 0 for 5 because I mean I stopped trying. That nigga stopped trying that night. He
Stop
said, "You know what?
trying.
I don't feel it."
I've
Broke Jordan Poole.
I've definitely got to go. Damn, do I want to go all Eastern Conference? Yeah, I might have to go all Eastern Conference. Got to go. No particular order. Chicago, Atlanta, Washington. The hand sitters, historically bad for a long time, notoriously bad for a long time, and what's there has to be an investigation to go into, because Kenny touched on it a little bit, but you got to go back, man. You got to go back. Chicago has been bad for a minute. And
They said they've only made 2 trades in the last 4 years, bro. Like, that's unacceptable.
I think this is
Yeah.
honestly, I think this is so much karma for the Jerry Krause stuff that you just, no, and part of me is being like, real. Y'all did all that about him, ownership. It's Michael. You will suffer for what did they say off of holes 40 years and 40 nights, 100 years, whatever, of bad ownership because of until y'all do right by the Krause family, y'all will deal with bad ownership. That's the curse that they put on y'all. And y'all still booing this year and had the management sit on their hands. I don't have to say nothing about it. Fuck y'all niggas.
Bulls Atlanta Hornets. Bulls Atlanta Hornets for me. I don't know, because there's definitely worse teams than them, but the idea of like having talent and not knowing what the fuck to do with it like bothers the shit out of me. So
It seems so simple. It really does. It seems like a simple concept, but motherfuckers going there and fuck it up every time. It's crazy.
Like
It's
I
like drawing up the
concede-
perfect play and then finding out it didn't work. It's crazy.
Like
How do
I'll
y'all-
concede that other like we have these talks all the time. I'll concede that there's someone else in a different office saying, "Oh yeah, he is a valuable asset. That's why I'm not going to trade him." I can understand that we can lose touch. That in all these trade scenarios, someone else has to say yes. However, when I'm seeing other people get those yeses, that's a problem. And then more importantly, at the end of the day, even if you just gotta be a free agent merchant, the idea that like, hey, I have this really, really, really small, undersized point guard that people are literally slandering as unplayable because of his defensive woes. I wonder what we should do about it. You know what? 4-3. This is crazy to me. Like, I don't know how that. I don't even know how you draw these conclusions up, bro. But I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna keep talking. I don't know.
how do y'all feel about what the Pistons did this deadline? For those who don't know, they waived Killian Hayes.
Great.
They let they let go of Joe Harris. They traded Monte Morris and Bojan, and that's pretty much it. Because I know we were talking when we were talking about the Pistons heavy, that this is a team that doesn't need younger talent. They need more vets in that locker room, if anything. and any veteran presence that they had, they're not on that team anymore. I think they got one vet from all these transactions in, but nevertheless, like the sentiment still stands.
But they had the wrong vets in there, so
Yeah.
that's the problem.
The right vet. If Killian Hayes is a vet, that dog gonna die. I'm not gonna lie to you. So,
Oh, yeah, he's not one of the best, but
oh, okay. So I mean, you sometimes I think they're just taking a step back. I think they're taking a step back. It is what it is. Just know it might get a little bit rougher. You know,
rougher.
But you feel it's still along the line of the vet bar with the dog. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. I personally, I like what they did. I think the Pistons did they did something. I guess I like Quentin Grimes for him. Quentin Grimes good out of this. I mean, you got something out of Bojan and Alec Burks. Not really. I don't think that what they got out of this deal was crazy. I guess going forward, Fournier's an expiring. I see what you're doing. Y'all really on hard reset, going in the free agency market. And I understand people are thinking, oh, what star is going to go there? I'm telling you, they're setting it up for overpaying a guy that you're overthinking. I'm telling you. I looked at the free agency market today.
The Houston Rockets method, the Van Fleets and the Dylan Brooks signing.
That's what they're going to do.
Method. Fuck it. You can argue that shit with New York.
I mean, New York was fine for doing what they did. I get why New York did it. That perfect for them. But just for the Pistons, seeing how you're going to make it up in the free agency, you're going to probably try to draft well, see what the ping pong's like. Because personally, they draft Sarr, you kind of build a little differently. You're going to be a nasty team. I'm not going to lie. I like it. They're setting themselves up for a good payoff this summer if they do things right. If they fuck it up this year, what you say, Omar? 100 years of bad luck. Until you do right by me, nigga. Fuck it. I don't know.
This is where I draw my line, Damo. You know, I made this promise to you, my brother. And I have to keep it. I will not be this summer. I will not be a next season. I will not be going into this season. What do you think about? Nope, Pistons will be shit until they prove me wrong. I can't do it. I've officially retired ever since we've done the pod, and even before that with the bros. It's been the Pistons are the team that's next up. And even that one time they went out in the first round, hey, they're really building on something. No, they're not. Can't do it until they prove me wrong. I'm not a believer in it. However, I'll concede that at least it looks like they know what they want to do. I just don't think they'll execute.
I feel like Evan Fournier, the Marco Bellinelli of Corey Joseph. So